Let's train your subconscious to become naturally confident while you relax. Most people believe confidence appears after success. They think that once they accomplish the goal, once they receive approval, once they prove themselves, then they will finally feel confident. But they've been training in the wrong direction. You see, confidence comes first and success often follows, because the way you see yourself influences how you enter a room, how you respond under pressure, how clearly you speak, what opportunities you pursue, and what treatment you're willing to accept. Today, you're going to build something most people never realize they can create: a confidence reserve. Think of it as an internal bank account of confidence, a reserve you can grow, a source of personal power you can draw upon whenever life requires more of you. And unlike confidence that depends on praise, attention, or perfect circumstances, this confidence belongs to you. You build it, you strengthen it, and you carry it with you. So allow yourself to get comfortable. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to perform. There's nothing to prove during this experience. For the next few moments, simply give yourself permission to become fully present. Now take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and hold it for a moment, and slowly release it. Again, breathe in slowly. Allow the breath to fill your chest and abdomen, and exhale completely. One more time. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, allow your shoulders to relax. Allow the muscles around your eyes to release. Let your jaw become loose and comfortable. And begin to notice that you can remain fully aware while allowing your body to become fully calm. In this space, you are not trying to escape your life. You are training yourself to enter your life differently, more grounded, more centered, more prepared. Bring your awareness to the top of your head and imagine a gentle wave of relaxation beginning there, moving slowly across your scalp and around your forehead, behind your eyes, and down through the muscles of your face. You may notice that small areas of tension begin to release. You don't have to make them relax. Just simply notice them. And allow your body to remember what ease feels like. Let that relaxation move down through your neck, across your shoulders, and through both arms, down through your elbows, your forearms, your hands, and all the way into your fingertips. Now take in another slow breath. And with your exhale, allow your chest to relax. And allow your breathing to find its own natural rhythm. Let that comfort move through your upper back, your middle back, and even your lower back. And down further through your abdomen. In this space, there's nothing to hold in, nothing to push away. For these few moments, you can simply be here. Allow that feeling to move through your hips. Down through your thighs. Through your knees. And into your lower legs. Your ankles. And even your feet. And all the way into your toes. Now, with your body resting, feel your mind becoming more focused. Before we continue, consider a master blacksmith creating a sword. No piece of steel alone arrives as a sword. At first, it is simply raw metal. It's heated, shaped, cooled, and returned to the fire again. To someone watching only for a moment, it may seem though as nothing is happening. Yet each return to the fire changes the metal in ways the eye cannot immediately see, and eventually, what once bent under pressure becomes strong enough to withstand it. Confidence develops in much the same way. It's not created in one extraordinary moment, but through many ordinary moments, repeated with intention. Today, you're returning to the fire. And now, allow your attention to turn inward. Begin to observe your current relationship with confidence, without judgment, without criticism. Simply notice, when you hear the word confident, what thought appears? What memories come forward? What situations cause you to feel strong and capable? And what situations cause you to question yourself? You may notice that confidence has seemed inconsistent, present in one part of your life and absent in another. For instance, you may feel confident when helping someone else, but uncertain when speaking about your own needs. You may feel confident when you are prepared, but lose that confidence when someone or something unexpected occurs. You may feel confident in private and become self-conscious when other people are watching. Just notice, there is no failure in any of this. These are learned responses, and anything learned can be updated. Confidence is not a personality type reserved for a fortunate few. It is not something placed inside of certain people at birth and withheld from everyone else. Confidence is a pattern of thought, emotion, posture, breathing, expectation, and action. And patterns can become practice. Patterns can be strengthened. Patterns can become automatic. Perhaps at some point you begin carrying an old conclusion about yourself. Maybe the conclusion sounded like, I'm not confident. I'm too quiet. I'm not ready. I always overthink. I don't know what to say. Other people are better than me. I need more experience before I can trust myself. Or perhaps the belief was never spoken clearly. You simply felt it. And each time you repeated that feeling, the subconscious treated it like another instruction. But an old instruction is not your identity. A repeated thought is not necessarily the truth. And a past version of you does not have authority over the person you are becoming. So imagine that the statement, "I am not confident," is written on an old piece of paper. You can see the words clearly. But instead of arguing with those words, instead of fighting with them, simply recognize what they are: an old record, an old interpretation, a conclusion formed from limited information. And perhaps that belief once tried to protect you. Perhaps uncertainty kept you from being criticized. Perhaps staying quiet helped you avoid rejection. Perhaps making yourself smaller felt safer at one time. You can acknowledge that protection without continuing to live inside its limitations. You can respect the reason the pattern developed and still choose to outgrow it. Imagine placing that old piece of paper down. You don't have to destroy it. You don't have to struggle with it. You simply no longer need to carry it. See yourself in your mind's eye stepping away from it. Notice the space that becomes available between you and it. Space for new understanding. Space for a stronger identity. Space for you to become someone who trusts themselves more deeply. Now imagine yourself standing before a new pathway. The air is calm. The atmosphere feels safe. And in the distance, you can see a warm golden light. Begin walking toward that light at a comfortable pace. With each step, you become more present, more aware, more connected to yourself. And as you continue forward, you notice a structure appearing ahead of you. It may resemble a bank, a private vault, a secure room, or something entirely different. You don't have to see every detail perfectly. Simply allow your mind to create the place that represents security, strength, and personal value to you. This is your confidence reserve. A private internal space where every courageous action is remembered, where every challenge you have survived is recorded, where every promise you have kept to yourself becomes evidence. Every time you continued despite uncertainty, you made a deposit. Every time you spoke, even though your voice felt nervous, you made a deposit. Every time you entered a difficult situation, instead of avoiding it, you made a deposit. Every time you protected your peace, set a boundary, asked for help, accepted responsibility, or stood back up after disappointment, you made a deposit. You have been building this reserve longer than you realize. Approach the entrance and notice that it recognizes you, because this reserve belongs to you. You don't need another person's approval to enter. You do not need permission. You do not need perfect credentials. You belong here. Imagine the entrance opening, and warm golden light begins to move outward. Not blinding or overwhelming, just steady, calm, and powerful. So step inside and begin to notice what this place contains. Perhaps you see shelves, containers, accounts, streams of lights, or symbols representing moments of courage from throughout your life. Look around. Some deposits may seem large, others may seem small, but every one of them matters because the subconscious learns through evidence, and you have more evidence of your strength than you have been giving yourself credit for. Bring to mind a moment when you completed something difficult. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Maybe you finished a task you wanted to avoid. Maybe you survived a painful season. Maybe you told the truth. Maybe you walked away from something unhealthy. Maybe you started again. See that moment in your mind's eye and notice what was required from you. Perhaps it was determination, patience, discipline, faith, resilience, self-control, courage. Whatever quality used in that moment, imagine gathering it now. See it becoming a small point of golden light, and place that light into your confidence reserve. That is a deposit. Now remember another time when you kept going despite not knowing how everything would work out. You may not have felt confident at the time, but you moved forward anyway, and that matters. Confidence is not the absence of uncertainty. Confidence is the ability to act without needing uncertainty to disappear first. Gather the strength from that experience. Allow it to form another point of light and place it into your reserve. And yes, that's another deposit. Now remember a time when you helped someone. A time when your presence mattered. A time when your words, your work, or your patience, your knowledge, or your care made a difference. Allow yourself to receive that truth. And that truth is that you have value. You have contributed. You have affected lives in ways you may never fully understand. Gather that thought and memory in your mind's eye and place it in your reserve. And yes, that's another deposit. And now think about something you are currently working toward, something that matters to you. Perhaps there's a conversation you need to have, a decision you need to make, a goal you need to pursue, a room you need to enter, a responsibility you need to accept. Imagine yourself making one small, courageous move toward it. Not the entire journey, just the next honest step. See yourself completing that step. And notice the confidence produced by action. Now place that confidence into your reserve. And yes, that's another deposit. And begin to understand, confidence does not only come from major victories. Confidence grows whenever your actions agree with the person you say you want to become. Every time you keep a commitment to yourself, you make a deposit. Every time you choose preparation over avoidance, you make a deposit. Every time you recover instead of surrendering, you make a deposit. Every time you act with integrity when no one is watching, you make a deposit. These deposits begin to accumulate, and eventually, they begin to compound. Because confident actions create evidence, and evidence strengthens belief, and belief changes behavior, and changed behavior creates more confident action. Confidence begins earning confidence. Just like financial interest grows on what has already been placed into an account, every courageous choice can strengthen the value of the choices that came before it. You are not beginning from zero. You are beginning from experience. You are beginning from survival. You are beginning from everything life has already taught you. Allow that realization to settle deeply. You have a reserve. You have evidence. You have more internal resources than you normally remember in moments of pressure. Now imagine standing in the center of your confidence reserve, and in front of you is a calm stream of golden energy. This energy represents grounded confidence, not arrogance, not pretending, not the need to be louder than anyone or everyone else, just grounded confidence. The ability to remain connected to yourself and disconnected from drama and reaction. The ability to breathe while others react. The ability to listen without disappearing. The ability to speak without apologizing for your existence. The ability to make a decision and adjust when necessary. The ability to be imperfect without becoming powerless. Reach toward that energy and imagine drawing some of it into your body. You may imagine it entering through your hands, your chest, or your breath, or simply just appearing within you. Allow it to move through your nervous system, into your body the way you stand, and into your voice, into the way you hold your head, into the way you occupy space. Notice how your shoulders rest naturally, how your chest opens without strain. Notice your breathing steady, your face relaxed, your eyes focus. Confidence does not always need to announce itself. Sometimes confidence is quiet. Sometimes confidence is the pause before you resign. Sometimes confidence is saying, I need time to think. Sometimes confidence is admitting, I don't know yet. Sometimes confidence is asking the question everyone else is afraid to ask. Sometimes confidence is leaving the room, and sometimes confidence is staying. Sometimes confidence is simply trying again. Your confidence can take the form required for you at that moment. I want you to imagine an old oak tree. If it could speak, it probably wouldn't thank the calm days for making it strong. It would remember the storms, the seasons that bent its branches, the winds that forced its roots to reach deeper into the earth. What looked like resistance was actually development. And perhaps there have been moments in your life that felt like they were breaking you while quietly building the very strength you'll soon begin to recognize. Now, let's see how deeply those roots already extend. Bring your mind to a real situation where you would like to feel more confident. Choose one situation: an upcoming conversation, a meeting, an interview, a performance, a social setting, a decision, or a personal challenge. See the location clearly in your mind's eye. Notice who is present. Notice the sounds, the light, the atmosphere. And imagine yourself approaching that situation. At first, you may notice an old reaction beginning, a tightening in your body, a doubtful thought, an urge to overthink, an impulse to shrink or hesitate. But this time, something is different. You recognize the old response. And instead of allowing it to control you, you pause, breathe, and inwardly you return to your confidence reserve. You don't need to withdraw everything, only what that moment requires. Perhaps you withdraw calm, perhaps you withdraw clarity, perhaps you withdraw courage, perhaps you withdraw patience, perhaps you withdraw the strength to speak one honest sentence. Feel that resource moving into you right now. And notice, there's still more remaining. Using confidence does not empty the account. Action creates new evidence, and that evidence becomes another deposit. You withdraw confidence, you use it, and the experience begins returning value to you. Imagine yourself entering the situation now. Notice how you walk. Not exaggerated, not performant, just simply present. Feel your feet contacting the ground, your breath moving steadily. Notice your shoulders. Notice your eyes. Notice the pace of your movements. You are not rushing to prove yourself. You are not waiting for someone else to define your value. You are here. You are prepared to participate. Imagine someone speaking to you. And instead of planning your response, while they are talking, you simply listen. Because you trust yourself to respond when the moment arrives. When it is your turn to speak, you take a small breath, you allow your thoughts to organize, and you speak them clearly. You don't need perfect words. You just need honest words. You allow your voice to be heard. You allow yourself to finish your thought. You do not automatically soften or shrink yourself every statement to make other people comfortable. You can remain respectful and still remain visible. There's a difference. You are not trying to become someone else. You are expressing more of who you already are. Now imagine what happens next. A question you didn't anticipate, a disagreement, a mistake, a moment of uncertainty. The old version of you may have interpreted this as proof that you were not ready. But the emerging version of you understands something different. Unexpected does not mean dangerous. A question does not mean rejection. And a mistake does not erase your value. Disagreement does not require self-abandonment. Instead, you breathe, you access your reserve, and you respond thoughtfully. Maybe you say, let me consider that. Maybe you say, here's what I know. Maybe you say, I see that differently. Maybe you say, I made a mistake and I can correct it. Maybe you simply remain calm. Whatever the situation requires, you remain connected to yourself. Notice how powerful that feels. Not because everything went perfectly, but because you did not leave yourself when pressure appeared. That is confidence. Remaining on your own side. Now see the situation reaching its natural conclusion. Notice what you learned. Notice how you handled yourself. Notice the evidence you created. Gather that evidence and place it back into your reserve. The confidence you withdrew has now returned with entrance. You used it, you strengthened it, you expanded your capacity. This is how confidence becomes natural. Not through one dramatic moment, but through repetition, through rehearsal, through aligned action, through consistently teaching your subconscious. This is how we respond now. Now allow your mind to move forward to tomorrow. See yourself waking up with a slightly different awareness. You may not feel dramatically transformed. You don't need to. Lasting identity change often begins quietly. You simply notice that you pause before doubting yourself. You notice that you speak a little more directly. You notice that you complete something you might have delayed. You notice that you carry your body differently. You notice that you recover more quickly when discomfort appears. And each time you notice, you make another deposit. Now imagine next week. See yourself continuing to build evidence. One confident action at a time. One promise kept. One boundary respected. One conversation entered. One task completed. One opportunity pursued. You are no longer waiting for confidence to arrive. You are generating it. You are practicing it. You are becoming familiar with it. And what becomes familiar begins to feel natural. Now imagine 6 months from today. Look at yourself. Notice the difference in your energy, the difference in your posture, the difference in how quickly you make decisions, the difference in what you tolerate, the difference in how you speak about yourself. You don't need constant reassurance. You appreciate support, but you are no longer completely dependent upon it. You can receive criticism without allowing it to define you. You can receive praise without needing to chase it. You can enter an unfamiliar situation without assuming you do not belong. You trust your ability to learn. You trust your ability to adapt. You trust your ability to recover. And because of that trust, you become willing to live more fully. Now imagine 1 year from today. Someone who knows you notices the change. They ask, when did you become so confident? And perhaps you smile. Because there was not one single moment. There were many moments, many deposits, many decisions. Many times you acted before certainty arrived. Many times you chose not to abandon yourself. You simply practiced becoming the person you knew you could be, until one day, confidence no longer felt like something you were trying to create. It felt like part of who you are. Now take a slow, deep breath in and allow that future version of you to stand before you now. Notice how they carry themselves. Notice their eyes, their breathing, their presence. This future self is not a stranger. This is you. After repetition has done its work, ask this future version of yourself one question, and that is, what do I need to remember today? Then become quiet. Don't force the answer. It may arrive as a sentence, an image, a feeling, or a simple knowing. Receive whatever comes. And if nothing comes immediately, trust that the question has still been heard. Now imagine your future self placing something in your hand. Perhaps it's a key, a coin, a symbol, a small light. Whatever appears represents access to your confidence reserve. You can return to it any time, before a conversation, before a performance, before making a decision, before entering an unfamiliar room, or whenever you notice yourself beginning to forget who you are. You can pause, breathe, remember your evidence, and withdraw the exact quality you need, whether it be calm, clarity, courage, patience, strength, self-respect. You have access to them all. And now, before we complete this exercise, choose one real-world action. One action you will take today. Not someday. Today. An action that represents a withdrawal from your confidence reserve. Maybe you will send the message, make the call, ask the question, apply for the opportunity, complete the task, introduce yourself, set the boundary, speak your truth, return to the gym, record the video, share your work, or take the next small step towards something important. Just choose one action. See yourself doing it. Notice when and where it will happen. Make it specific. This action becomes your first conscious withdrawal. And once you complete it, pause for a moment. Acknowledge what you did and make another deposit. Confidence grows through repetition, not perfection. You don't have to feel fearless. You only need to remain connected to yourself while taking the next step. Now take another deep breath in and slowly release it. Begin bringing attention back to your body. Notice the surface beneath you. Notice the temperature in the air. Notice the natural rhythm of your breathing. Now gently move your fingers. Move your toes. Allow a little energy to return to your arms and legs. And as you prepare to open your eyes, remember, confidence is not something you have to chase. Confidence is something you can condition. You build it through action. You protect it through self-respect. You strengthen it through repetition, and you carry it within you. Your confidence reserve is open, your account is active, and today you make your first intentional withdrawal. Now take one final deep breath in, and as you exhale, open your eyes whenever you are ready. Return, feeling calm, clear, present, and prepared to act like the person you are becoming.